All right, let's talk about a big goal, one that can feel like trying to climb a mountain for a lot of us, saving $10,000. But what if I told you there's a simple, reliable formula to get you there? And yeah, it actually works on a normal income. Let's dive in.
So let's be real for a second. If you've ever looked at that goal and just thought, nope, no way, not for me, you are definitely not alone. For most of us, 10 grand feels less like a target and more like a lottery win. It's intimidating, and it's so easy to feel defeated before you even start.
But let's just look at that number for a moment. $10,000. It's so much more than just a figure on a screen, you know? It represents a huge milestone. We're talking about the kind of money that can genuinely change your life and open up a ton of new possibilities.
I mean, really think about it. What would 10 grand actually do for you? It could be that fully funded emergency fund that lets you finally sleep at night. It could be the down payment on a car that you can actually rely on. Or hey, maybe it's that trip you've been dreaming about forever. It could even be a huge leap toward buying a house. But you know the most important thing it buys? Financial peace of mind. Just breathing room.
Okay, so how do we get from feeling like it's impossible to actually having that $10,000 in the bank? Well, the good news is it's not about winning the lottery or eating ramen noodles for a year. It's about having a clear, simple system to follow. So let's introduce the formula that's going to be your guide up that mountain.
And here it is, the 10K savings formula. At its core, it's just a simple two-part system. And really, its whole job is to take the stress out of saving. You know, the guesswork, the anxiety, all of that stuff. We're gonna make saving predictable and automatic. Kind of boring even, but in the best possible way.
We're going to start with part 1, automating your savings. And listen, if you only take one single thing away from this whole explainer, please let it be this. This one step is the absolute engine that will drive you towards your goal faster and more effectively than anything else. I promise.
The entire mindset behind automation really boils down to this one idea. We have to completely flip the script. Most of us try to save whatever's left over at the end of the month, right? We're going to do the opposite. We're going to save first and then learn to live on what's left. It's a small change in thinking that makes a massive difference.
So how do you actually do it? It's super simple, just 4 steps. First, open a separate savings account. Give your money its own home, preferably a high-yield one so it can earn some interest. Step 2, figure out a realistic amount you can move from each paycheck. It's okay to start small. Step 3, and this is the magic part, set up a recurring automatic transfer that happens the day you get paid. And finally, step 4 is all about mindset. You have to treat this transfer like a bill. It's not optional. Just like rent, it's non-negotiable.
Okay, great. So now you've got your automation machine running in the background, working for you. Now we can move on to part 2, which is actually kind of a fun treasure hunt. Finding the hidden money. This is where we pour a little gasoline on the fire and really supercharge your savings. See, here's the thing. Most of our budgets don't have some giant gaping hole in them. They have a bunch of tiny little leaks. That $5 coffee you grab every morning feels like nothing, right? But look at that. Over the course of a year, that's more than $1,800. That streaming service you forgot you're even paying for? Bam! There's another $120 back in your pocket. This is where we find the extra fuel. So where do you start looking? First, pull up your bank statements and hunt down those subscriptions you're not actually using. Be honest with yourself about how many times you ordered takeout last month. Track those late-night impulse buys online. Even simple things like switching from the name brand to the store brand at the grocery store can make a huge difference. Every single dollar you find and redirect is a win. Okay, so let's put it all together. This is your actual path to $10,000. You're combining the steady, consistent power of automation with the extra boost you get from finding that hidden money. This is where your progress really starts to pick up speed. And this chart shows you exactly why this is so powerful. Think of your automation like your solid foundation. It's happening every single month, no matter what. But then, when you add the found money on top of that, it's like hitting a turbo boost. The two working together get you to your goal way, way faster than either one could on its own.
And I really want to make this clear. This is not about depriving yourself or cutting out all the fun from your life. Not at all. It's about being intentional. It's about looking at your spending and consciously deciding, you know what? Hitting my $10,000 goal is way more important to me than this third streaming service I never watch. You're just aligning your spending with what you actually value.
Because honestly, at the end of the day, this journey is about so much more than a number and an account. Following this formula is about moving from a plan to real financial freedom. It fundamentally changes your relationship with money and helps you build habits that are going to serve you for the rest of your life.
And that's really the whole point, isn't it? This formula puts you back in control.
You get to stop feeling like money is this thing that just happens to you, and you start being the one who tells it where to go. It gives you a framework and a plan. You're in the driver's seat of your own financial future.
So there you have it. The path is laid out for you. The tools are simple and they are so effective. Your $10,000 journey doesn't have to be some far-off dream anymore. It can be a reality that starts right now, today. So the only question left is, what's your first step going to be?